So the Mazda looks good. It's just been raining here all day. Had a big snow and it all melted. But yeah, that's Kentucky weather for you. It's actually pretty clean now. Before, when you first seen it, it was just been setting. So it was like moldy and had tree leaves all over it and stuff like that. The bumper retainer looks to be broke. The bumper itself looks to be broke. I plan on putting a newer style bumper on it, because this is a 04 and I just like the newer style bumpers. They look better. The wheels could use an upgrade. The hood just needs, you know, painted. It's got some clear coat peeling. We got the wipers needs painted. The headlights does not look too bad. They probably could be buffed. It looks like it's got aftermarket headlights in it. It got fog lights too. I don't know how to turn them on yet. I ain't messed with this. It's got a self-tapper screw. Like that looks like. The fender's pretty decent. The body underneath this car is pretty much rust-free, which is hard to believe because they rust down here and rust here, but all this can be patched. If you didn't know, you can pretty much buy a front fender for one of these cars, and if you got, you know, your wheel well right here, you can cut this out and use this driver side portion here on the passenger side and the passenger fender portion, you know, for this section right here. That's pretty cool. In case you didn't know it, it's an old body shop trick. Most of the time front fenders can use to be patched, you know, cars and trucks, wheel wells. The back bumper, I don't know if they changed them on up in like the 09s and stuff. I don't think he did. I think the bumper stayed the same. It's got aftermarket tail lights in it. It's holding moisture. This is the spoiler. It don't look bad, but I don't think it suits the car. I'll take it off. I think it looks cleaner without it. What do you think? Spoiler, yes or no? Comment below. I debadged the trunk. I made a video on this. It wasn't the best debadging, but it got the job done. The paint ain't perfect on this. The trunk, I don't think is leaking. That key don't work the trunk. You gotta pop it from the inside. Got some rust underneath here, but I'm thinking about shaving this stud brake light and building a custom duck wing for spoiler. If we don't go with that spoiler, I got another one I might get you guys' opinion on later in a poll. We should go with it, but if not, we might build a duck wing or buy one, just sticks on, put on this car. They affordable. The insides need detailed. I got some eBay stuff in here in case you didn't know, some stuffed animals and stuff like that. I ain't cleaned them yet. They will be on the eBay store eventually. It's in the description below if you want to go check it out. All kinds of tools, items. Inside the car, it does need detailed. You can tell by the seats. I'd like to upgrade these one day. It depends. They're in great shape. A detail will probably fix them. But everything seems to work but the CD player in the previous video when we first got this car. That's some shipping material. The tires are pretty well junk on this. One of the tires has got a belt broke. The brake pad fell out and kind of locked the wheel up. Can you see it? It's right down in there. That sucks. Need to fix that. Probably put new rotaries and brake pads on this. Just because. Maybe drill the flat of rotaries. Got a set of aftermarket rims I'm thinking that might fit this. So let's get inside, start it up. So this is inside. I put a brand new battery in this, by the way. Starts up no problem. It's got 206,000 miles on it. The heater fan here, we're gonna have to try to fix it because it don't work. It sometimes works, sometimes it don't. So I'm thinking it's a resistor. Like sometimes they come on, sometimes it don't. If not, it's a blower motor. It could be the blower motor bad, causing the resistor to go bad. So I might do both of them at the same time. If you didn't know, I watched videos on this. That looks to be a pain in the ass of a job. The resistor not too bad, but the blower motor gonna suck. What's the hood pop on this? That nope. Is this it? Nope. It's gotta be hitting on it. Oh. Ow, that was hard. Under the hood, it's nothing fancy. The cover is off of it. I don't know if you've seen it inside the car. I got a new valve cover gasket because when I put new plugs in this, the valve cover, this was for oil, so it needs a valve cover gasket. You seen the first video, we had oil everywhere, and it has an oil bottle somewhat stuck down in it. I must have got that out. So most of the oil usage, because I ain't seen no smoke, I think it's from the valve cover gasket just leaking. It's pouring. So that's going to get addressed in a future video. So if you want to know how to do this on a 2.3, I will have a video on that soon. It does got a pulley making noise. And it does need an oil change. It's extremely past due on the oil change. I ain't decided on what oil I'm going to put in it. I did go to my favorite auto parts store, Vance Auto, and pick up a Die Hard battery gold. The old battery that was in it was from 2018, and it didn't survive the cold weather. So all in all, it seems to do okay. No complaints with it so far, besides that the wheel's locking up because that brake pad, and it has no suspension. Can you see that? It's basically riding on springs, and the front link bar is knocked. So when you drive it, and the belt's broken. So between the warped rotaries, the locking wheel, and the belt broke, when you hit your brakes, it goes. And when you're driving it, because the front tire here has got a broke belt, it goes. See, we're bouncing, just a little bit of movement. It has no suspension. Well, it's got suspension, but it has no shocks. They are wore out on this. The link bars in front does knock, make noise. We gotta fix that. But as you can see, it runs extremely good for 200,000 miles. No smoke. It's not a bad looking car. We got some rust we can patch. Got a locker, got this, got that, or we can just drive it. The main thing is it was affordable. And if you don't want to go pay $60,000, $40,000, go in debt, because you know in new cars, even the used cars, are expensive from a car lot. I highly recommend to anybody think about buying a car, buy from a used marketplace, you know, off somebody, a personal seller, because one, it's paid for. Two, you know, buy a car, it's paid for. You don't have a payment each month. You get stuck in this like it's a new vehicle and it's nice and stuff, but trust me, when you buy a new car, say it's what, some people get lucky, 400, maybe 600 a month, you know, then you got your insurance. So average car payment, what, about 800 to 1,000 a month, maybe a little more, bit more, give or take. Depends if you want a V8 or not, and what it is, and your credit score, yada yada. And the insurance price depends if you kept insurance or you drive 3 months and you let it die and then you get new insurance. You know, a lot of that goes into account. So nobody's gonna have the same car payment or insurance price. But average, let's just call it, for giggles, $1,000 a month for a brand new car for car lot. How many years you got to do that? It's gonna get old. First 6 months, it'll probably be fine, but you get a hard spot or something like that, trust me, $1,000 a month can make or break somebody if they're in a bad spot. And I personally think it's smarter to just go save your money, go get a personal loan if you have to. You know, I think it's smarter to just go get a car off somebody like this. You can find these cars $1,000, $1,500 in better shape than this, and $600 for one about this shape would be fair price. fix it up, throw some rotary. All this needs is struts. Struts is cheap, rotaries is cheap. If you can do it yourself, you don't have to pay a garage. You can get this car running as good as a 2024 that don't have near the issues. A new model car is going to have electronics that you don't need, that if they mess up, you probably ain't going to be driving it. One sensor goes out, you have to take it to a garage because you got to lift the whole body up. You know, you can't do that on your own. Older cars, I think 2014 and down, you got to be careful what you choose, because past 2008 cars is getting a little complicated. But this car you could fix yourself, you could do it at home, enjoy it, drive it, save your money, buy you better stuff. I don't know, what's your opinion? Do you like going out buying a new car, you know, just, you know, $1,000 a month, no problem, 800, or would you rather buy and something paid for and enjoy it, drive it, use it, and put your money towards other stuff that you save? Like what you pay for this car, say in 3 months the money you saved that you would be paying on another one, you could buy another car and have it as a backup, so when this car is broke down, you're not out of vehicle. Because I personally think everybody should have 2 vehicles in their life. You know, I got like 30, but you know, not everybody got 30 vehicles, and my 30 don't run, so don't be impressed. You know, most of them is rusty, falling apart. So yeah, it's nothing fancy. That some people probably would see them as junk, but they fix us, they're not junk. You can see a lot of the cars in the background here, a Maverick, a Grand Am, a Camaro, a Chevelle, a Bolt, you know, Avalanche. Oh, new rims on the Avalanche. Now I always kept having a flat on this because I was too stubborn, and be honest about it, just didn't care. So I had to air my tire up like once a day. So it's getting cold weather, and it kept getting kind of old, and the tire got where instead of airing it up once a day, I had to air it up like 3 times a day if I drove my truck. So it wasn't worth taking big trips for Mercedes in the background. So I ended up putting these on from the 6-lug Suburban. You remember it? It's in the videos. We converted it from 5-lug to 6-lug. This is the rims from that Suburban. I think it suits the truck. I don't know. I got another set coming in here probably in a week or 2. I might put on. If not, it might be here in a couple days. Who knows? It's actually on the Silverado. We got a jacked up Silverado now, and we might swap rims off the Silverado, put these on the Silverado, and the aluminum rims over on this. I don't know, whichever one looks best. What do you think? Chrome's nice, but it don't get you home, because once these rims get corroded and corrosion gets under that chrome, it peels on the inside of the rim, and it pretty much makes the rim useless. And that's what happened to the one that kept going flat on me. That's what I was talking about. I had it tucked to a garage, had them clean the bead up, you know, even twice actually. Once it lasted for about 3 months, which was all amazing, and then the second time it, you know, it didn't make no difference. Even sealed the tire. I think the only way you could get it, the tire seal didn't work, would fix it, would be take and put white stuff, silicone around it, and blow it up and just stick it together. I don't know. Here's a junk rim. I personally don't want them, and they in the shop down there, so hopefully I can maybe scrap them or something, because they ain't worth putting on a vehicle to me personally, and they ain't worth a fortune, you know. Them 3 rims may be worth $100 that came off this truck. So I've been rambling on, roll back. Yeah, LS swap too, if you knew. Thanks for staying this long too. The shop, they will be shop content coming soon. We actually paid the power hookup fee, because you know it's new to us shop. It didn't have power. We had to pay to have that hooked up. Wasn't as expensive as we thought it would be so far. They said if any issues they would bill us, so that's good to know. It's got to be done though. We got to have power. So shop content, we modeling it, adding some other goodies to it. You know, that content's coming soon. Some engine builds and stuff. It's next year, guys. Next year, because this year got 1 day left. What is this? 28th, 29th? I think Monday. It's the 1st. So happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you excited for, what projects. We still got the Firebird. We still got all of them you've seen pretty much. The only one we ain't got no more is the Sinister Black Trans Am. It's in the junkyard in the sky. The Fairlane is in Vico at the Field of Dreams. The Ford Ranger is at the Field of Dreams. The other Dodge Kamal, Field of Dreams. The Well Buggies, Field of Dreams. God, they are the 454 C10, Field of Dreams. Yeah, a lot of those is coming soon back to the channel. So hopefully once we get this shop up and going and we get the new body shop built and open, maybe mid-spring, you see a lot of them cars back. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. I appreciate it. I do. Thank you, and a Happy New Year.